Nearly 2 decades ago, our nation changed forever. So many lives were lost in the September 11th attacks. It is a moment in history we will clearly never forget. Suzanne Bruner shows us a special tribute in Fort Worth with a powerful message 20 years later.
At first glance,
I think awe and memory about what happened.
rust, cuts, and twists.
I think resilience.
What once stood on the 101st floor of the World Trade Center's North Tower
You can really kind of get a sense of the violence of the impact that took down the tower.
A 3-story beam is the first thing you'll see when you walk through the front doors of the Fort Worth Museum of Science and History.
You kind of flash back to that and think about where you were and what you were feeling then.
Chief Scientist Dr. Morgan Renberg wanted this 9/11 tribute to show a different perspective.
But to let the beam kind of share its story and speak for itself helps translate the power of what happened.
It writes where it was, what time American Airlines Flight 11 hit it,
It's the beam talking.
and when it fell.
We were all shell-shocked. We were all, the fear of the unknown of what was going on. Our country was under attack, but the fact that we came together and how much our country could learn from that.
Fort Worth Fire Captain Michael Glenn commemorating his brothers and first responders who worked tirelessly to save lives.
Don't even want to try to put into words what must have been going through their minds, but they kept pushing up. They kept climbing.
Remembering those who will never be forgotten and the ripple effect of changes our nation would see over 20 years.
What really is starting to hit me is that we've got children that weren't born when 9/11 happened. We're starting to hire firefighters that weren't even born.
A tribute that will not only pass along the history for generations, but a message for those who come face to face with this piece of history.
We're still strong, we're still together.
In its own words, I am bent, but not broken. I am still here. In Fort Worth, I'm Suzanne Bruner.
Having been to that museum many times, I know anybody who walks in that atrium, it's hard not to just feel the presence, the weight of that piece of metal and just what it means and what it signifies. And so many kids come in there who, like you said, had not been born yet. Just a real learning opportunity.
Yeah, and if you can't get to the 9/11 Museum in New York, I had been there. This is just as profound because, again, like you said, that size really gives you the scope if you've not been in that area before to understand that. So I would highly suggest checking it out.
Yeah.
Coming up this morning.